Hello everyone. This is Krishna from Women Today YouTube channel. In this channel, we have been interviewing many women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India. We are just traveling to different cities and we are conducting offline interviews in their respective professionals' office location. And we are also conducting online interviews across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. Right now, our guest is from Canada, from Vancouver. Her name is Minal Shah Gupta. She is an astrologer over there. I welcome you, Minal Shah Gupta, ma'am, to this Women Today YouTube channel. Please kindly introduce me about yourself, about the kind of work that you're doing to the audience who are watching this interview right now, ma'am.
Namaste. Thank you for getting me here, Krishna. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm really grateful for this interview. At least I can explain through this interview about myself and my work, what I'm doing. So, yes, I am from Canada, Vancouver, and I have been here from since almost 11 years. I was in Mumbai, India, where I used to be more of an event organizer and exhibition organizer. My life has totally transformed being an astrologer through the through the life journey what I have been through, and especially when I'm coming from the background of astrology and spiritual healing itself, because my mom, she is an astrologer, award winner astrologer. She's always been guiding me about this journey, though I was not so keen about this journey before. But frankly, astrology is a thing where whenever your life is into lots of transformation and lots of challenges, you opt or you choose to be in, you want to decode your life in some or the other way. So that's the point where I started my journey of astrology and spiritual healing. The experience what I got, the learning what I've got from my past, from my family itself, from my life challenges and many things. I happen to, wanted to decode what is life is teaching me and what exactly it is. So from the event organizer, I transformed my life. My like business was, after the COVID, my business was not so going good, and then I had to shut down. And I got my daughter, and then life changed totally, and that's the time where I got into this astrology in a major way.
That's a great introduction from you. Of course, I can very well see that you are basically you have started your career like you were an event organizer in Mumbai, and later you just transferred to a very different kind of dimension, a different kind of professional career into an
Yeah.
astrologer. And basically, like as you told, your bloodline, like your mother is a very famous astrologer, a very reputed astrologer over there, and those kind
Yes,
of blessings should be transferred to you right now. And right now you have
of
those
course.
power because our parents will be always transferring their kind of power to the kind of kids. So right now you're in that position. I truly understand, ma'am. So also you're just telling that okay, astrology is something like where we can actually know about our purpose of life and also about our life path. So tell us, ma'am, people who actually do not have a lot of knowledge about astrology, if you want to make them aware of the knowledge of astrology about their life purpose and their life path, what would you like to tell to them, ma'am?
So, for me, astrology has always been like, a tool where what is life teaching me. And I will always, tell my clients as well, like astrology, don't take astrology as a predicting tool, what is going to be in the future. Am I going to get that much of money, or am I going to be so lucky, or my destiny is changing or not? For me, astrology is more like a, blueprint, or like a life map about for you. It's like a GPS, So whenever you are stuck somewhere, life is not taking you anywhere, you need to have some direction in your life. So astrology plays a very amazing role in that. It's like an amazing tool where you just have to open up your chart, your astrological chart, and just see where your life is going and what are the things you can do in your life, how which dasha or which transit is going to help you to guide you in that particular direction. So in astrology, the it's basically a snapshot. You know, whenever you are born, you get a snapshot of your birth chart where all the planets are being fixed. This fixed planets are basically showing you about your personality, about your challenges, about your karma. All these things are decoding your life in a way where you understand what are my strengths, what are my probabilities, and what are the possibilities I can do in my life to change my life. So it's kind of a very nice GPS tool of your life.
So once again, that's a great kind of introduction about astrology. I do understand. So
Yeah.
basically, I'm a lot have a kind of trust and belief in astrology. Even today, whenever I conduct interviews or whenever I go for any kind of offline interviews to different places in different cities in India, wherever I travel, I just look at my kind of horoscope, like today's what will be like my day. So I'll be like going through it.
Yeah.
So it is basically like wherever, as you told, like GPS, like something like that. I just relate with something like a pilot, because whenever a pilot is going to operate a flight from one city to another city or from one country to a different continent, they'll be like checking the climate, and they'll be looking for any kind of thunderstorms, and they'll be avoiding the clouds, so that they'll be having a direction where
Correct,
there
correct.
are nothing, any kind of thunderstorms or any kind of lightning or cyclone or something like that. So in the same way, I'll be like
Yeah,
mapping my kind of travel, like I'll be seeing like which dates are convenient, which dates will favor me to for travel and
true.
for having good kind of things. So that's the
Yeah,
thing.
good. Like your directions are clear, you know, where you want to go, where you are planning to go, and how are there any hurdles coming in between? Are there any kind of changes coming in your life? Are there any things which is you can overcome, or you can work over it, or maybe there are some kind of changes you can do in yourself to change the situation. You know, it's always better. Like, you cannot change the world, you know, for your things. You have to change yourself. So I will, in this interview, I will also speak about the things you can do to change about yourself. So there are remedies also people talk about, but I am not a person who really want to talk about the remedies, you know, because not all remedies are helpful to change your karma, because karma is so much fixed about your life. You know, when you come with a birth chart, you're coming with a specific karmas in your life, and those karmas is called prarabdha karma. So when you come as a prarabdha karma, when you have those prarabdha karma, you are having some kind of karma patterns which are fixed. So it's not easy to change those patterns unless you change yourself, your energy, your frequency, and lots of things you have to change in you. You have to cut down those patterns to change your destiny. So that's where your spirituality, your life, your meditation, your breath work, all these helps. These are the nice tools to change yourself.
So basically, I understand that whenever we are born with some kind of responsibilities. We are born with some kind of things that we should actually do in this world. So it is carved according to our previous karma, according to your previous life birth. So there will be having a lot of things like good or bad. If we have done a lot of good things, then we'll be having a lot of things which will be favorable to us in our life. If we have done a lot of things that are not good in our previous life, then I think in today's kind of life birth we'll be having a lot of hurdles. I think that's the right way
Yes.
which I can just frame, because I do not want to frame in such a way that we will not be able to achieve whatever we want. We can just simply tell that we'll be having a lot of hurdles and blockages or something like that, because we have to kind of make our energy go neutral, because Only then we'll be able to kind of because whenever we work a lot and at least ultimately we not have any kind of success or we not have any kind of revenue from that, and we will be ultimately feeling like okay, this is not going to happen. But we are subconsciously what we are doing is we are just trying to decrease our karma because we are just spending our energy,
Yeah,
and ultimately we are just bringing it down, and it will be like
yeah.
continuing like a loop till we go to neutral path. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, that's true. So basically, let me tell you, we as a soul come down in this world as a we bring some soul contracts with the people are around as a family. Like we cannot change our parents, we cannot change our life partner. Life partner is always a person who has a major account with you from your past life, so they are the person who are having the biggest karma account with you. So you have and your child. So these are the people who have come with the soul contract with you, and these are the people who are shaping you. Your life is shaping around them. So even your astrological chart will show you particular, personality of those of your life partner, of your child, of your parents, what kind of environment you're going to get. These are all your prarabdha karma. These are not your, you cannot change those. Whatever you do, you cannot change your parents, you cannot change your partner, what kind of, particular nature of your partner. You cannot change those. Even if I have also mentioned few of my in my videos and reels that whenever you're trying to when your partner is not right in your life and you want to divorce him or you want to just cut off the relationship with him, if even if you go to another relationship of your life, you will get same kind of pattern in that another partner. So even if you try to divorce your ex, divorce your first husband, you are going to another husband or another partner. Maybe today nowadays not marriages are so easily, people are not convincing about the marriages anymore. So yeah, the even if you're going to another partner, that partner will have a repeatedly the same kind of patterns in him, you will see. So you will go through the same kind of trauma or the pain or the problems which you have been in your first relationship. So till the time you don't cut those patterns or don't change yourself and don't change those patterns, it's going to repeat in your life every time.
So really, that's a great kind of message, information via this interview. Of course, as you told in the beginning that we can't change our parents because we will be having those kind of blessings based upon our previous karma in our previous life birth. And the next thing is, I basically people think that yeah, of course we can't change our parents, but we actually can do fix our kind of partners, like our life partners. Maybe it may be a husband or wife. They can just kind of think that okay, we will be having a loving partner for us, but this information which you told, like okay, whatever patterns or whatever kind of behavior, whatever kind of relationship with which we have in our life, if
Yeah.
it's like previously it's fixed, once we, as you
Yes.
told before, like once we are born in this earth, we will be like having a snapchat, like snapshot,
Yeah.
something like that.
Snapshot.
It is all written,
Yeah.
and
It's
we'll be
all written.
yeah, so
It's
it
all
will be.
written. The only thing what you can change is your free through your free will, your kriyaman karma. So kriyaman karma is basically your future karma. So, okay, I am born here. I have come with the soul contract with all the people around me, my parents, my child, my husband, and everything. But the thing is, what all they are going to give me, they are teach me the lessons. What I'm going to learn is through them. But how I'm taking those lessons in my life and how I am using it in my life and how I am reacting to the situations of my life is my free will. That's where my karmas are, as a future karmas will be decided. That's where my future karmas will be written down in this life. So the future karmas are the one which will help me to shape myself as a soul. what my soul journey is going to always, it will start with my prarabdha karma, and they are going to be for your whole life. But at the same time, how you are behaving, how you're reacting with the situation, how, what kind of path you choose in your life, are you choosing the righteous path, are you doing your duties, are you doing the things which are required to be done, are you choosing the wrong path? All these things are going to decide my future karmas.
So I think there is only one thing under
So
our control, like as you told, the present karma which we are doing, which will actually kind of lead to our future karma. Because as you said that, yes,
yes,
of course,
true.
even if you change your life partner, if you get some kind of divorce and if you're going to entering into a new life with a new different partner, you will be not escaping the karma. You will be having those same kind of
Yes,
patterns. So until and
yes,
unless we finish our bad karmas because of our bad deeds, until we do it to the neutral by doing some kind of good karmas or anything something like that, we'll be having the repetitive patterns. So only as you said that, yeah, if
true.
you do righteous things, maybe in the future we'll be having some kind of good karma. I do understand, ma'am.
Yeah.
Also, speaking about astrology, there is a different term called tarot reading. Tarot reading, we can just predict our future with the help of cards. And tell us, ma'am, does this kind of tarot reading give us the clarity about our kind of career, the professional career that we are going to have in the future, about our life partner, about our love, about our kind of future things which is going to happen? Can we actually get some clarity of these tarot readings? So tell us about your experience
Uh,
about it, ma'am.
yeah. So, by the way, basically, tarot reading is a kind of a very nice tool to understand what is universe is trying to give you at this particular moment. So when, especially when the tarot reading, tarot doesn't have any kind of, like a chart, like a birth chart. In astrology, at least you know your about your life, what kind of parents, what kind of husband, what kind of child, what kind of incidents, or what kind of dashas you're going through in your particular whole life path. But in tarot is usually it's at the moment. So universe is aligning at that particular moment with your thoughts, with your energy. So whenever you ask any question to the tarot about, for example, if you're asking about my current job situation, so if I open up the tarot, so the whole universe is trying to answer you through that particular card, that this is the situation of your life, and this can be done if you are aligned with your mind, soul, and body. So this kind of energy can be can this kind of answers you will get through your tarot. So basically universe is trying to answer you in that particular way what your mind already knows, what your soul already knows. So tarot is basically giving you answers in that way. It's not kind of like some kind of magic, oh, this is going to happen, this is changing. But if your mind and soul is in a right direction with the universe, you will see the positive answers. And if your mind and soul is not in a aligned way with the universe, you will see the negative answers in the tarot. So tarot is just revealing those answers from the universe.
So basically, I think tarot is some kind of reflection of ourselves because,
Yes.
yeah, I think that's the way which we can frame the sentence correctly. Like it is actually giving us the clarity who we are, because
True.
often we'll be in a dilemma like cat on the wall between what job should we choose? Is it like Microsoft
Yeah.
or is it like Google? Is it like a Bollywood movie or we are going to Hollywood movie? So is it like
Yeah.
we'll be having a lot of things both which we like, but we not be able to have a
Yeah.
clear picture. And also the
Yeah.
same.
So
Yes, tell me,
so
ma'am.
there is like a in your subconscious mind, you're already having those answers. What's going to happen. Your subconscious mind knows everything about your life, and they indirectly, you're taking your life through your subconscious mind. So tarot is kind of tool which is connecting the universe and the subconscious mind and giving you the answers.
Oh, basically now I understand even more much better. Like the subconscious mind knows our future. What should we do to actually kind of land into the success path, and the universe will actually guide us. So it's we, the soul, we are getting some kind of guidance. So we should connect both our subconscious mind and the universe. So with the help of these
Yes,
two connections, we'll be able to kind of get a clear kind of path, identity, the
clear
route
picture.
map. Yeah, where we can actually go. That's a great
Yeah,
kind of knowledge, man, because now I got your thorough kind of thing. Because whenever we go for tarot readings, we'll be thinking, like, as you said, it's not purely magic, it's science actually. Because our energy is
yeah,
going to read by the cards. Our energy, whenever we see in
yeah.
front of
And
you,
I have,
yes, tell
yeah.
me.
No, I have like whenever I'm doing a kind of tarot reading for my clients usually. So it's like I myself sometimes get surprised when the when some of the client are really having some kind of thoughts in their mind. And like for example, I'll give you one of the example of my client. She was having a lot of bad problem, like a relationship problem with her husband, and she was already planning to like I should divorce him. Her subconscious mind was somewhere really looking forward to divorce him, but in front of me she was showing that I really love my husband and I still want to be in that relationship, and I don't know why things are going bad with me, why we are not aligning together, why we are misunderstanding each other. She was talking all this. Then I just opened the card and I just saw. I just told her it doesn't show that your relationship is going to be in a good way. You guys, are you already thinking about divorce? So somewhere she said, yeah, I'm thinking about divorce because things are not going good with us. So I mean, like the card is so accurate about the things what you are thinking right now in your mind. Your subconscious mind is already decided. Your you are having already those kind of feelings that this relationship is not working for you, and this card is just showing you the truth. It's just reflecting what your mind is thinking about you, thinking about this relationship. So that's how, like, it's kind of, for me, I feel whenever I am confused, I just open the card. Like sometimes your mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind cannot relate with each other. Like your intuitions, your inner mind is trying to say you something, your subconscious mind is trying to say you something, and your conscious mind is like, it's kind of logical and doesn't want to match with those energy. So that's where you get confused in your life. That's where you make bad decisions. That's where you do things which are not required at that moment. And that's where the confusion creates the wrong decisions in your life. So the best thing is, like, I open the cards, I just see what's going on with my life and what are the possibilities I can do with my life. So yeah, tarot is an amazing tool.
So basically, yeah, of course, we can actually lie with our mouth, but our eyes will be kind of telling us the real situation. So, in the same way, as I said before, it's not magic, it's totally energy. We can actually
Yes.
kind of tell whatever we want, but our energy will be kind of read by the cards. So even if we tell something which is totally opposite of our energy, so our energy is basically like an atom. Atom, it cannot fake itself. So in the
Yeah.
same way, whenever our tarot cards see us, it's like basically at that moment. Astrology is something like whenever we are born, so our total life journey will be having a record in it, like a blueprint. But a tarot reading is something
Yes.
like it acts, it depends upon the current situation. So basically, like the
Yes.
weather conditions, focusing weather conditions on the present day. So consider if
Yeah.
there's a lot of movements of clouds, then we'll not be expecting a lot of thunderstorms or rain or something like that because the cloud is passing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very good example. So it's like kind of what's going on right now. It's like a weather situation, as you said. that even if you are even in like 5 days ahead, if you see a forecast, it's going to show you the rain after 5 days. But at that particular moment, what is your situation at the on with the weather? So that will help you to understand exactly what's going on. So tarot reading is always about the timing, your mindset, your energy, and how is universe is taking that, receiving that kind of energy, what you are giving it to it.
So yeah, we are just speaking a lot about energy over here. That's why
Yes.
there was a conversation. There was a kind of a statement by you that you told that yeah, often there will be a lot of confusion between our logical kind of thinking and about our gut feeling, because you
Yeah.
told there will be a lot of intuitions, because as a human, of course, we are natural beings, but at the same time we do have some kind of extraordinary powers which we can't understand, because that's the power which is given by God to us. Because there is a kind
Yeah.
of intuition which we simply say it as gut feeling. So we'll get
Yeah. Gut
like,
feeling.
yeah, something is not good now. Actually, the thing is that our brain logically it doesn't know what's the reason, but our soul as a gut feeling it knows that. But as a human we will not be able to find out the correct reason, so that's why we don't
Yes.
believe in this kind of gut feelings and something like that. So there will be a lot
So
of confusion.
basically,
Yes, tell me, ma'am.
So basically, what happens, our mind is, shaped with our past experiences,
Logical
our
thinking.
environment, our conditioning, our social conditioning. Lots of things are there in our life. Our even there is a like inner child which is sitting, which gives us a lot of fears, or some kind of guilts or some kind of grudges which we are holding into ourselves. This also makes our life, all the decisions and all our things, our patterns of our life, which always, connect with those kind of collective things we have from the time of our birth till now, the things what we have gone through, all our past experiences. These are the things which our mind is processing and is giving us the decisions on those things, are trying to even our reactions are also based on our traumas and our on our problems which we have gone through in our life, our experiences. So all these is what our mind is thinking. But as a soul, we are a different personality already. We know from inside what we are here for. Our soul knows all the answers to all our questions. Our soul holds all our past life memories. So these are the memories which help us to develop ourselves. And actually, when we do meditation and when we are into our, I usually give the remedies to my clients who are in going through lots of ups and downs in their life. I always suggest them, if you can do meditation, please try to do meditation. That's the best tool to connect with your inner self. That's the best tool where you will get the clarity of your life. That's the best tool where you can understand what you want in your life and where the life is taking you. So I feel it's an amazing tool for your life. Even if you want to change your destiny, meditation, and even the breath work. Breath work is like kind of a starter, it's like kind of an engine of your life where you just have to just start with that engine and your things will change in your life. So I have also, like in my past, like I have also spoken about the Swara Yoga. Swara Yoga, which is kind of a yoga where you are understanding about your breath, like which of your breath is working right now. So whenever we are, angry, you see our breath is so fast, and whenever you are very calm, your breath is slow. It's not so you're doing a very deep breath that time. Your breath is not so fast. So all this, so your breath is actually controlling your decisions, your life, your the way you behave, the way you react. So when you are aware of your breath, you will understand where are you going. When you're aware of your breath, when you're aware of your energy, what are you doing, what are you reacting with, when you're aware of your thoughts also, you know how you're going to react in this, why you reacted in this behavior. You just have to be aware. That's the whole idea.
Of course, our life starts with breath and ends with breath. So breath is something like which is basically like an important kind of factor in our life. Because as you
Yes,
said that we can actually control our emotions with the help of the breath. And meditation is
yes,
something like which we can do. It's like basically like consider a whiteboard which is having a lot of scribblings over it. And if you want to have a clear picture, you have to rub each and everything. And meditation does that. You have to
yes,
make it a very clear whiteboard so that you'll be having a kind of clarity what we can actually have in the whiteboard, what we can actually write. So in order to do that, first we have to erase the kind of things which is already over there. So these kind of
yeah,
meditation things and this kind of breath control will actually make us go into the kind of neutral state where we'll be having to have a clear picture. Of course we do not
yeah,
want to have a clear picture, at least we'll be having a very kind of clear blank picture so that we can actually write whatever we want. So
yeah,
yeah, and even between we were just talking about the kind of intuition, the kind of gut feelings. As we said, we are actually used to kind of relate based upon our past experiences. Our brain is used to think in a very logical way. We used to think like something is not going to happen good, but we can't actually understand what's the reason behind it, and because of it, because of the logical kind of reasoning which our brains can't able to kind of pick up, we'll be simply thinking like okay it's because something like which is not good, so we should not believe our gut feelings. It's not something which is going to happen because logically it's correct, but some concept passenger is going to fly a plane which is actually they'll be thinking like okay there is something wrong in this aircraft, and according to their kind of
because
feelings, yeah,
yeah,
there will be some kind of delays. Even if there is not any kind of problems in the aircraft, there will be some kind of delays, there will be some kind of things that they'll be missing the luggage over there. So it's basically like the universe is coming to tell us something with the help of intuition, because as you said that our soul tries to connect with the universe and tell us ma'am,
yeah.
point of yes tell me ma'am.
So in short, there is you must be knowing how we manifest our life. So the way our life experience has been, what all patterns we have gone through, what all situations we have gone through, we program our mind accordingly, and that program is got fixed in our mind, like, oh, okay, this person already cheated me in my last event, and then I should not trust that person again. So the trust which is already broken, it's not easy to fix. You cannot fix. So if you meet some similar kind of person in your life, then you are not easily trusting that person, because you're already programmed with that mistrust and the cheating which you have gone through. So you are not going to easily trust that person. But the idea over here is, when you meditate, when you're doing a meditation, so you are clearing those traumas, or the things what you have gone through in your life. You're clearing those situations, the experiences, the memories what you have already fixed as your mindset, which you need to clear those things to go ahead with your life in a positive way. So when you are doing meditation, your mind is ready to accept the new things, to receive the power of the positive things from the universe. But when you have already programmed your mind in a negative way, you are always going to manifest negative things in your life. So, whenever you have already experienced in one part of your life some negative things, you will continue doing the same thing, repeating those same patterns in your life till the time you don't clear those blockage. You have to clear those backlogs of your to get the new things, new patterns, new area of your life. You have to just clear those baggage, and that's where the manifestation of your life also helps you. Like if you are having any blockage in your life, it's not easy to manifest till the time you don't clear those blockage, till the time you're not ready to clear those past traumas, you cannot manifest anything in your life.
So I know,
So
yeah, I understand that nowadays people do not believe certain good people because of the kind of bad experiences about certain
yeah,
kind of people. Because as you said that some people in some way or the other they may not be able to kind of fulfill the kind of satisfaction, or they might be getting cheated or something like that. So they'll be, their brain is wired to it, there it is
yeah,
wired to the previous experiences, and we cannot
yes,
actually unwire it or rewire it or do something else, because our brain always goes back to the logical kind of reasoning. So if it finds a
yeah,
similar pattern, then it will be fixing a result in the same
yes,
way. So that's why
yeah,
we are not able to find out the real true persons, whether they are genuine or not, or something like that. We'll be having a lot of, even if our gut feeling tells, our logical reasoning is in the primary position, or gut feelings in the secondary one. We'll
yeah.
always be focusing on the primary ones. So
So
tell
I'll
us,
tell you one thing.
just tell me.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you one very simple anatomy. It's kind of like a simple example. As I told you about the tarot, when we open some card, it's actually reflecting the your subconscious mind, the universe, what is trying to give you. It's reflecting what is actually it's going on. What is actually your subconscious mind is trying to tell you, right? It's reflecting, the cards are reflecting about that. Same way, our life is reflecting, the people we are meeting is the mirror of your subconscious mind. So whatever you are already holding, like if you are holding grudges, if you're holding jealousy, if you're holding anger, frustration, or some kind of particular pattern of a person, you will always keep on meeting that kind of opportunities, the wrong opportunities, that kind of wrong people, and wrong kind of situations in your life, because your life is reflecting you, your patterns are reflecting through your subconscious mind. So your life is kind of like a tarot card. You're opening it and you're getting what your mind is holding, what your subconscious mind is holding. It's basically it's a mirror of your own subconscious mind.
So it's basically like people used to say, there is this famous statement by told by I do not remember who which legend told that statement, but I remember that statement. Show me a friend, I'll be showing who you are. So it's basically like you'll be getting friends, and you'll be getting people around you based upon your wavelengths, your frequency,
Your
the way
own
you are
thoughts.
thinking. Yeah, exactly. The own thoughts. As you said, that's the right way, because tarot reading, it will actually kind of reflect our energy, and the same way our soul, our subconscious mind will actually attract persons who actually vibrate. I want to say this kind of statement, who actually vibrate
Yeah.
the same frequency and the same
Frequency.
wavelength. Yes. So consider if you
Yes.
want to hear any kind of FM like 96.8 or any kind of FM. So people who are actually having that kind of frequency, who tune to that frequency, will be able to hear that noise. So yeah,
Yes.
right now you are in Vancouver in Canada. Right now I'm in India. So we are just connecting in Wi-Fi, which helps us to connect each other. But the thing is that have seen a lot of people. Even right now I'm talking to you. I think basically like it's a wavelength which connected us, the universe which
Yeah.
connected us. Of course,
True.
something I always think like, okay, if something, even if I'm going to some places to meet someone or doing some kind of work, I always tell one simple thing: universe, please do one thing. If everything is going to be good, please connect me to that work. If something is going to
Yeah.
happen, even if I am willing to do that work, please do not connect it. So it will not be kind
Yeah.
of hurdle to me. So yeah, we'll be thinking, but subconsciously we'll be registering it, And as you said, we are just manifesting it. So as you said,
Yes, we are.
yes, tell me now.
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, until we clear our kind of emotional blockages, we'll not be able to manifest what we really want. So, first tell me, ma'am, first we are just talking about listening to our intuitions, listening to our gut feelings, listening to our subconscious mind. Consider we are just always listening. As a human being, we are just an educated person, and educated person will be thinking like we used to think like we always want to have some kind of logical reasoning. Even
Yeah,
even if there are some kind of things which our gut feeling tells, we will just simply ignore it and we will be concentrating in the logical part. So at this part
yeah.
of life, tell us one simple way how we can have a very deeper connection with our intuitions, so that we'll be able to have a cultivate a very deeper connection with the intuitions, so that it will help us get a clarity path instead of focusing on the logical reasoning.
So, there is like if you know this person, Eckhart Tolle, he has always been talking. He's giving a very nice way of, giving us the understanding of living in present. So, the idea is when our mind is usually very addicted of living in past or future. Our mind is continuously having in thinking, for continuously overthinking about our past. Like, oh, this thing has happened. I have to fix this things. I have to do for the future, or I have already done that in the past. But we are not right now living in the present. Our mind is not used to of living in the present. So whenever we try to live in the present, we usually don't connect with those negative things of our past, or no, we don't connect with the fear of our future. So when we live in the present, we are just enjoying the right moment, what we are right now. So, in short, when we are connecting with our present, we don't manifest any wrong things for our future, because you don't know the future, right? And the past is already gone. Whatever happened in the past is not going to come right now in front of you. But if you think that, oh, it may come, oh, it may can come again, oh, it may happen again, that means you are ruining your present and just thinking and just manifesting the wrong things for the future. Understood? So basically, when you live in the present, just you have to be aware that your mind is not again and again going in the past, or it's not getting attached to any kind of future things. Yeah, if you want to, if you want to organize something for the future, if you are planning something for your future, it's okay. You just write it down what you are planning. This is my plan. This is journal it out. Journal it out. This is my plan, and this is what I'm planning for my future. This is my daily routine, which I'm planning right now. That's it. That's your work done. You don't need to be whole day thinking on the same thing. Oh, this I have to do, that I have to do, this I have to do, that I have to do. So the whole idea is, the more you start living in the present, the more you will manifest right things in your life. And when you live in the present, you always live in the moment. So in short, I'll just give you an example. If I am, that's why they say dancing, music, because when you're dancing or painting, the creative way is a very nice way to live in the present. So when you're dancing, you're just enjoying that moment. Even if you're doing a daily chores, like if you are just brushing your teeth, you are just brushing, you're just looking at the teeth. Am I doing it properly? Am I going in the right? I'm going the left. You're just doing it in a proper way, because you're concentrating on your brushing. But during the brushing, we are thinking, oh, today I have to do this. I have to go in the office today. I have to talk to this person, and I'm not thinking what I'm doing right now. Whenever you're brushing the teeth or eating the food, just be present. Just be aware what are you doing the things right now. So when you do this is a very great tool to be in the present and not to do overthinking, because overthinking is the only problem, biggest problem, where our mind gets into the pattern of connecting with the negative thing, and that lower downs our frequency. So when we do lots of overthinking, our frequency usually gets down.
So yeah, actually, I understand that based upon our previous conversation, the only thing we have to do is live on the present. So whenever we are eating food, people used to tell us concentrate on the food you're eating instead of seeing the television, or if you want to go scrolling your mobile phones or something like that. The science behind
Yeah,
it is very simple. Like whenever you're eating, your brain wants to know what you're eating. Then only it will be able to secrete the kind of hormones or secrete the kind of saliva needed for it to digest it properly, and in order to
yeah,
kind of produce the proteins and nutrients from the food what you eat. Otherwise, your brain
yeah,
won't be
that's
able to kind of figure what the thing is you eat and how much acid should be a kind of secreted in the stomach. All these kind of things happen
yeah.
because of the science things. So
Yes.
yeah,
So basically, because just want to feed on this food what we are eating. We don't want to feed on to the screen time. We don't want to feed on to the environment what we are around, sitting around. We just want to concentrate on the food what we are eating. That's the present. That's living in the present. That's
yeah.
how it should be. It
So
is a kind of very good example for all the way we are living in, how we are taking our life. The living in present is the key.
So that's the thing which we can actually do. Living in the present, we can actually connect with our intuitions, and we can actually have a very clear path, clarity in what we wanted to achieve. So also on the other hand, we have spoken about manifesting. So also tell us one simple thing, remember, there's a lot of things happening in manifestations. Some people always tell that manifest during full moon and manifest during some kind of moon cycles. So I am kind of interested in knowing about it. So tell us what is the right time to manifest and what is the right way to do to manifest our kind of things that we wanted to achieve in our life now.
So there is no right timing of manifestation. Yeah, the moon energy is one kind of a very nice tool when we are doing a manifestation. We when we go we when we it's when it's a full moon, or when it's a no moon, it's the strongest energy where our manifestation directly reach to the universe in a very strongest way. But at the same time, when we are doing the energy, when we are doing kind of manifestation, you should be aligned first. The timings automatically get corrected when you are aligned. Yeah, so your align should be from your mind, your emotions, your soul. All these three things should be aligned. Your mind is basically telling you something that I want money, but somewhere deep in your subconscious mind, you're feeling your heart is your emotions are not ready for that money, because you have gone through a very scarcity of the money. So you say, where will I get the money from? So if they are not aligned, how you're going to manifest things in your life? So your actions should be aligned with your emotions. At the same time, your soul subconscious mind should tell you that you are ready. Once these three things are ready, once you are doing the things as per what you want in your life, that time things will start getting aligned and the universe will give you what you are ready for.
That's the nice
So
kind of
that's the
thing.
right timing of manifestation. So like, even the astrology also plays a very big role in this, because astrology already has given you the patterns of your life, right? It has already written down the snapshot of your nature, your behavior, your the way your personality is. So if I am a very negative kind of personality, and I'm trying to manifest, I'm so sure the manifestation will never work for me. Like, especially in astrology, it is said that if you have a very, your moon is depleted, and if your sun is depleted, if your mercury is depleted, or some kind of planets which are not in the right position, that means somewhere your mind, moon is the mind, it's not aligned, it's not working properly with your emotions are somewhere negative, and you still want money. Your negative emotions are coming as a hurdle to manifest things. So when your moon is when your moon is very strong, so in your birth chart also it reflects that, are you the personality which can easily manifest, or are you the personality which cannot easily manifest? So when your personality is shown on your snapshot birth chart, that your personality is not easy to manifest. So the idea over here is first change the whole pattern of your personality. What are you usually are, you know? So in short, when, like, if I see a person who is, continuously have overthinking, too much overthinking, too much negative thinking, too much, every time complaining, every time talking about, this person, comparison, every time talking about, oh, this person did this to me, this person did that to me. So that means that person's mind is very negative. That person mind has a very lots of grudges, lots of traumas, lots of lots of problems is already going into their mind. How that person will manifest if these things are not being clear first? So you need to change those personality of yours in order to manifest the right thing in your life. So that's the whole idea. The manifestation works when you are strongly ready to receive the things in your life.
Yeah, first we should believe ourselves, we should believe our subconscious should align, and we should not wait for the right time. Of course, the time will align according to our kind of thing. When we
Yes.
align with our belief that there is something, we actually, there is a famous sentence by the famous Hollywood actor Tom Cruise. Whenever he does some kind of stunts, it will be like totally impossible to do. But the thing is that he himself felt like, really, I do not know how to accomplish this, but I will find a way how to accomplish this. So his belief
Yes.
is something like he will do, but he do not know how he will do, but he is going to know the path, and he is going to kind of achieve the route in which he can achieve that kind of result what he really wanted to do. So that's why
Yeah.
he is able to align with the kind of things whatever he wanted to do. So in the same way, first we have to fix ourselves a positive mindset that we can actually achieve. Then the universe will actually show the path which we can go through so that we can achieve what we want. The alignment comes only after our belief. So I think that's the best
Yes.
way to manifest things. Yeah. So also coming
Yes.
for the divine energy, also coming to the feminine part of energy, most of the people will be like, tell us a kind of good example or a good kind of path by which we can unlock our true feminine energy. So tell us
Yeah.
about those kind of things which we should do so that we can go through the full potential of the feminine energy. So kindly talk a few words about it now.
So the idea is here, feminine energy is one of the most magnetic energy. Okay. So it's like, when I hope you know that feminine energy is in both, in men and women. Both have a feminine energy. It's only the percentage of the feminine energy is different. Okay. So even men can have that kind of energy, and even women. Women have more magnetic and feminine energy because they are born biologically like that, and the men also have that kind of feminine energy. So in short, whenever you want to manifest in your life something, or whatever you're receiving, the creative part of yours, the soft part of yours, is just not soft, but the whole idea of feminine energy is like it's an energy where you receive. Okay, when your feminine energy is vibrating in you in a strong way, that time is the right time to manifest, you know. And especially whenever I speak to my women clients, I always tell them that you are a feminine already. You can, if you go towards more, the masculine energy is more about being aware, and feminine energy is of being, having that possibility, giving that possibility to the universe that I am ready to receive, you know. So when you are vibrating on the feminine energy is the time where you manifest. So in with my women clients, I always tell them that being soft is not only the feminine energy, it's like being into that energy in all the way possible, like being creative, being grounding to the in nature. Whenever you are in the nature, that time our feminine energy, comes out. When we are in the nature, when we are doing something creative, when we are doing painting, drawing, dancing, hobbies, whatever we love to do, that time our feminine energy, comes out. When we are even the women who are into uh, kind of, in the creative zone, whenever you are into a creative zone, that's the place where your feminine energy comes out. You can also have a very strong way of protecting your, especially with the women's, I always tell them protecting your feminine energy is very important by creating boundaries, uh, not letting people to cross those boundaries. If there is something, you nowadays people are, letting their feminine energy go away so easily by, letting like kind of, the masculine energy usually try to overpowers the feminine energy. Even in ourselves, uh, whenever we are trying to suppress our feminine energy, we lose the power to manifest things in our life. So it's always balancing those two energies is very important. And if you know, like our left nostril is kind of feminine energy and our right nostril has a masculine energy. So both the nostrils should be balanced when we do pranayama. So it's kind of nadi shuddhi. Basically, we are balancing both of the energy. So whenever we are into the balance energy, things start happening in our life.
So I just want to say a very simple thing, like as you said in the beginning, like feminine energy is not only present in the females but also the males. Yes, of course. As you said, only the percentage of feminine energy differs from male to female. And the second
Yes,
thing is, as you told that yes, feminine energy is some kind of thing which can be easily absorbed by the universe. So we have
yes,
to protect it. So I can just relate it with a very simple example like a sponge. Sponge is very soft. And with the help
yes,
of that softness, it consider if we dip that sponge into water, it will be easily able to absorb the water. So in the same way,
yeah,
if we are able to concentrate on the artworks, as you said in the beginning, like choosing a way which we can actually make our muscles relax. So consider we are going to get an injection from a doctor, and if your muscles are very strong, we will not be able to put the medicine from the injection into our muscles, into our body. So only when we able
yes,
to relax it. So physically, if you want to relax our muscles, we should be making our brain thinking that everything is at a total ease. So going into a full kind of positive mode, like entering in yourself into any kind of artworks will actually help your muscles relax so that you
yes,
can absorb the kind of injection. So in the same way, feminine energy is actually something like which is very soft and which we can actually use it to observe some kind of things from the universe. Universe can actually
yes,
will let things happen only when we are able to receive it. So only thing
yes,
only when the only right time which we can receive it only when we allow us to receive, and the thing which will happen only when we are actually soft. We need that kind
yes,
of feminine energy, and also at the same time we
yes,
should protect it because consider a sponge, anything can enter into it. So we should actually protect it so that we can achieve actually observe the right things which we really needed to have. So I think that's
Yes,
the best way which we can explain this kind of getting the full feminine energy. I do understand now. So
yes.
also on the other hand, most of the people who come to astrologers, they will be asking a very simple kind of energy kind of things which they can use to activate the point of positive mindset. They'll be asking like, tell us, ma'am, tell us about your positive chants, like positive mantras, which we can use so that we will be able to achieve the positive mindset. So tell us how you actually help your clients coming to you by telling this kind of positive mantras, and also at the same time, how do you actually help them heal from the kind of past traumas, and tell us about the healing process, to tell us about all kind of things about it, ma'am.
So basically, if you know that mantras and chanting is I basically don't relate this with any kind of religion. What I feel, mantras and chanting are the best way to higher your frequency. Okay, whenever you are chanting any mantra or any kind of if you're listening also any kind of mantra, the vibration of the environment, the vibration of your own body will start lifting. You will start getting into that higher energy. So whichever beej mantra also, even if you're doing a simple Hanuman Chalisa, if you're doing Gayatri mantra or Vishnu Sahasranam, all these kind of mantras are one of the best mantras where you can just do it in your daily life to just keep yourself, like especially when I myself, as a practitioner of astrology and all these, to start my day also, I always start with some kind of exercise. There is very important that you have to do some kind of yoga, meditation, or exercise, the movement of your body, which starts, your energy starts flowing, and this is the moment of your physical body. And when you do the mantra, this is the moment of your mental body, your emotional body. When you do the mantra chanting, it's raising your frequency. Your body starts, vibrating in that strong frequency of your life. So when you do that kind of meditation, or you do the mantra, things start shifting. Your mind starts shifting into a higher frequency. So whichever mantra you prefer, I usually give the, especially whenever I meet my clients at the end of the day, at the end of the session, I just tell them, read, like depend upon their situation, what life problems they are going through. I give them the particular mantras or some kind of beach mantras which will help them as a remedy to for them to come out of the lower frequency what they are already vibrating on.
So basically, like, I do understand one thing now. Music doesn't have any kind of religion. People who really like music, they vibrate with the frequency. So in the same way, I relate this kind of mantras which we told, because as you said in the beginning, mantras can be used by any people. So the frequency which they vibrate, the positive mindset will always kind of work in these kind of situations. I do truly
Yeah,
understand now.
right.
So also at the same time, tell us, ma'am, how you can actually bring a person suffering from a whole trauma. Tell us about the ways people can expect the healing process from you, ma'am.
So basically, whenever the client comes to me, depends upon their problem. I usually ask them, "What are you looking for? What exactly you're looking for to heal? Are you looking some kind of answers from the astrology?" So there are different session in my healing thing. Only astrology, or maybe with the astrology and tarot and numerology. And if they need the healing with that, then I take them to the energy healing. Like maybe it can be a chakra healing, or can be energy healing, or through the breath work. So there are different kind of healing sessions in my profile, where I can give you the chakra healing also. There are 7 chakras in our body which are connected to each emotions. So if I see in your astrological chart, if any of the client asks me, just give me the healing with through my astrological chart. So I'll just see what are the planets which are blocking her chart, what are the planets which are usually, interrupting with her energies. So those planets need to be channelized in her energies. So those planets can be channelized through the chakra healing or maybe a breath work. So it can be seen. Even in astrology, you can see which energy is blocked. So whenever I do, session with my clients, I usually see which are the planets blocking her, energy flow. There then I give them the energy healing accordingly.
Fine. So yeah, ma'am, we have discussed a lot about the feminine energy which we should have, and the way you actually heal your clients coming to you based upon the kind of past traumas by just asking them what they really want, the method, and also about the positive mantras. That's a great thing. So one final question for this interview is very simple. Via this interview, if you want to convey any kind of message to the society, it may be to the kids, middle-aged person, or the old-aged person, what will be that one message that you would like to tell to the audience via this interview right now, ma'am?
The only message which I really want to give is being disciplined with your own self is very important, and being aware is the most important thing. So discipline, as in like treat your body, mind, and soul as a temple, which is which is going to be forever in your life. So you do exercise, do meditation, and always live a righteous life. That's the only thing what you can change. Being disciplined is the best thing you can do for your own life. And second thing, and being aware of your thoughts. Try being in present, not in past, not in future. As much as you will be in your present moment, you will change your life. You will change your destiny by only just being in the present. So, being disciplined, do as much movement you want, exercise, good lifestyle, have a good sattvic food as possible, and do meditation. That's the best thing I can suggest. I can advise to all my audience.
Of course, those are the kind of words which is told by meditation practitioners, yoga practitioners, and many great scientists. Of course, discipline
Yes,
actually helps us go achieve our results instead of
right.
instant motivation. I think discipline actually will help us even more go at a very slow and a very faster race at the same pace at the same time, because we actually gradually can increase the speed by actually doing certain things daily, by having these kind of disciplinary activities in our life. And of course, having these kind of activities will ultimately achieve success by having a very
Right.
positive mindset, by living in the kind of present situation as we just spoke in the previous conversation. Living in the present situation will actually give us a better clarity mind, give us some peace instead of worrying about the past or the future. So also
Yes.
present is actually under our control, which we can actually have some
Yeah.
kind of little bit control, even not that much, but ultimately control we can have by just following the present kind of things. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
a great message from you, Minal. So
Thank you.
yeah, people who are watching this interview right now, please do subscribe to our Women Today YouTube channel. Please click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I do post new videos regarding women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. So today, your host is Krishna, hosting this Women Today YouTube channel, and today's our guest is from Vancouver, from Canada. She is an astrologer. Her name is Minal Shah Gupta. So thank you once again, Minal Shah Gupta ma'am, for accepting me to host this very wonderful interview with you. Once again, we had a lot of discussions regarding astrology, tarot reading, and whatnot. A lot we have discussed, ma'am. So thank you once again for having me hosting this interview. So good evening, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So thank you, ma'am.